Hello, friends, and welcome to the Get Cozy podcast. I'm your host, Alea Young. Get a snack, get a drink, get your project, and get cozy. Today is Vlogmas Day 4. I'm so proud of myself, y'all. Keeping up with the days. It is somewhat late. It's like almost 9 o'clock, and I don't have that much to talk about, but what I am going to talk about is the project that I'm currently working on. So what y'all saw was maybe I like blew through this project so fast. This is all the yarn. Oh wait, let me. This is all the yarn that I have left of this ball, and it went pretty far. As you can see, it was gonna be a hat, but now I don't know what it is about me and cowls, but cowl. I can't really pronounce all the word, but I've really been enjoying making them lately. And for this one, I really like the idea of a rolled hem, and I did it. I'm so proud of myself. I was able to achieve a nice, beautiful rolled hem, and so I unlocked another knitting skill, and it looks beautiful. I'm gonna let y'all have a look at it. It looks so good so far. The colors of this yarn are speaking to me. Like, it's so nice. It's nice and chunky and thick, and that's why as I was knitting it to be a hat, I was like, no, this needs to be a nice cowl. Um, and that's pretty much it. I learned how to do a rolled hem. I've been knitting. These are 4 inch. Excuse me. They're actually really good to scratch your eyebrow with too. These are 4 inch, 9 millimeter needles, or yeah, 9 millimeter needles, US 13, out of the what's it called? Ooh, it came undone. From the Mindful collection from Knitter's Pride. Okay, so far, I will say this. I can understand why people use 4 inch needles, and I really understand why people use 5 and 6 inch needles. I feel like speed wise, I understand why people use these, because I do find myself like not having to fidget so much and like scrunch so much. And what I really like about this join is that it's very seamless. So I understand the shape of them. Like, it's a pretty weird shape on these needles, and they're pretty short. And they're 5 inches, right? I mean 4 inches. And I guess like the 5 inch one, like it would probably end right here. And so you have a little bit more to grab onto. I would say that I have relatively small hands compared to like the people I know around me, or short fingers, skinny fingers too. Anyway, I have relatively small hands in my opinion. Um, and I will say I have to be, excuse me, I have to be very conscious of my posture and how tense I am, because I'm over here like going in, and I'm realizing like my whole shoulder, everything, it's so tensed up, and it's because I also feel like I should have went up a needle size after doing the like ribbing. After I did the ribbing, I should have went up a needle size, but I'm not frogging it. Also, I have a hole randomly, like right here, and I guess you can see it better in the front. Like a hole just randomly I don't know what happened. I can't explain it. I don't know what happened. I would like to know, because I do feel like I need to know how to make buttonholes. I have no idea how that hole got there. Am I going to frog it? Maybe actually, I might actually frog it. If it bothers me enough, it's only what 1, 2, 3 rows in, so I might actually frog it. But honestly, it's not bothering me enough to do anything about it right now. So, but yeah, knitting on 4 inch needles is interesting. I like it. I feel cutesy doing it, so I understand why people knit on these. I feel like a lot of people knit on these because of like doing arm bands, or like sleeves and stuff, they would switch to 4s for the smaller circumference. I get it, right? Um, but I think ergonomically, I feel like I enjoy the longer ones better. So I'm learning. Obviously I'm still gonna keep these needles, but yeah, really nice. Really enjoying it. Can't believe I'm one ball into this guy, and I have what in the span of what I started this on Monday, and this is where I've gotten so far on Wednesday. And if I had like barber cord, then I would try it on, but I don't. I was thinking. I also recently learned how to make a knitted balaclava because I'm trying to. I guess this is like a little spoiler. I'm trying to make myself a knitted hoodie out of using like the Bernat Maker yarn. It's like a viscose and cotton blend, I believe. And so I'm like, I'm gonna knit myself a hoodie because I was gonna do Indonesian crochet or I was gonna just crochet it, but I'm like, I want it knit. I think I'm just gonna knit it. And I was trying to figure out how to do the hood, and now I figured out how to do the hood. So I'm very excited about that. Like, actually really excited to get to that. But I feel like I'm skipping some steps if I just go straight to straight to doing the hoodie. Like in my head, I understand it. Um, the disconnect into making a knitted garment is the whole picking up stitches and separating for the body. I'm thinking, could I just make it like a raglan hoodie? But I don't know logistically if that would work. Um, could I make? I'm thinking. I know that I can start from like the bottom up, like just keep knitting stockinette in the round, and then like split off for the front and the back, and then connect it at the shoulder. If you hear my husband screaming in the background, he's playing video games. That's his way of unwinding. This is my way of unwinding at the end of the day. So I'm still trying to logistically figure that out. I don't have the patience to sit here and watch videos on it. I just want to like get into it. So there's that. Really excited about this cowl. It's gonna look really nice, and I'm hoping to finish it. I'm really loving me busting out all of these cowls all of a sudden. But I think I can probably finish it by the end of this week. So that'll be fun to have for the weekend, especially as it gets colder here in Virginia. Other than that, I just came from prayer night at my church. We have prayer night the first Wednesday of every month, and then we do noonday prayer every Thursday at 12 o'clock noon. I've been really enjoying that. I don't know if you guys, if your church is like mine, where during prayer, this is a chance for you to go all out. Just like scream and shout, praise the Lord, have a good time. And I use this as a therapy session. And just like go crazy with my praise and just like, really let it all out, all the stress of the week. Because it's like when you're at home and you're praying, you don't want to wake anybody up. You don't want to, get crazy. Sometimes I can with my kids and we make it to like a little praise party. And that's kind of very therapeutic to just yell and scream with my kids. And just praise the Lord and just scream into the top of my lungs. But there's something about being in a room with other people and praying and shouting and just being in the presence of God is a whole nother thing. It's very therapeutic to me. So I always try my best to make it out when I can. So that was my day so far, and it was just one of those days where my kids was just like off the walls, bouncing off the walls. And we're just collecting everything for taxes, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So, yeah. If you didn't know, my husband, he writes comic books. So I help him with that. He writes comic books and he sells comic books. So if you're interested, I'll link that his channel below, and where you can just ask me. I don't want to like link it and no one click on it because then it's gonna hurt my feelings. So if you are interested in his comic books, they're like superhero original content. He has like his own IP and copyright, and that's why I'm so knowledgeable about copyright because that whole situation is just a lot. But yeah. So I've been helping him with that, getting those ready for the end of the year. We have some other things that we need to take care of before the end of the year and the holidays really get going, because once, like, I feel like I'm technically celebrating Christmas now. Once November hits, I'm celebrating Christmas. Like, I put up my Christmas tree. The only thing I didn't do was decorate, but I do want to also do my Christmas cards this year, like, early. I should have already done them. So I gotta figure out what I gotta do is do the laundry so I can figure out what we're gonna wear for our pictures, because I don't think I'm gonna go out and buy outfits this year. We have enough clothes. I'm tired of buying clothes, y'all. For my kids. My kids have so many clothes because they grow so fast. It's ridiculous, y'all. So I'm excited about that. We're gonna go ahead and try to do our pictures this weekend, if not sometime this week. And yeah, very excited. Family is coming in town. They're rolling in for the holiday season. So that's also fun to have people around and visiting people and doing things. Yeah, I don't really have that much to talk about today. I'm super tired. I fell asleep today during dinner. It's just a lot. It's a lot. While we're here, let's go ahead and check on how many subscribers we have and see. I don't think we got. Oh, well, we got four new subscribers from yesterday. How embarrassing. No, not really. I love all of you guys. 4,000. So we're at 4,749. I rounded up 149 subscribers. Hopefully, once I post this, we can get a few more. Yeah, I need to start posting more shorts as well, because I'm doing a lot of knitting for a crochet channel, if you haven't noticed. And I need to I will say this, I want to finish my Sophie scarf, and I want to finish this, and I need to finish my husband's socks by Christmas. Those are the 3 things I need to do by Christmas. I have a tote bag pattern that I've already written, but I have to, like, decide if I'm going to be using this certain yarn or not. I think I'm gonna have to, but I'm trying to figure out, like, if I'm gonna be making the bag, because I was gonna make, okay, so I have a tote. Is it in here? Okay. So I think I talked about this. If I did, please excuse me. So I have this tote bag pattern, but, well, this is more like messenger bag, right? And it's made of ribbon yarn from Hobie. I like the yarn. I like the pattern. I think it's cool. Is it functional? Kind of. Not really. This is more like a laptop bag. I want a shopper tote bag. Excuse me, that was so gross. I want a shopper tote bag. And so if you look closely at this stitch, oh, is this right? Yeah, it's kind of like a basket weave, and it takes up a lot of yarn. And I have enough yarn for the big bag, right? I have enough yarn for it. I'm trying to write the pattern in a way that's easy to follow, accessible, and that no matter what yarn that you use, whether you use ribbon yarn or any other bulky weight yarn, it'll be a nice bag to have. And I've going to be modeling it after my American Eagle tote bag. I feel like I've talked about this already, but it's weighing really heavy on my mind. So that's why I really need to, like, lock in and get that done. Because if you don't know, the way you would write patterns, so you would write your summer patterns in the winter. Okay, let me see if I get this right. You would write your summer patterns in the winter, your spring patterns in the... Oh, give me a second. Hold up. You would write your spring patterns in the winter. Your summer patterns in the springtime, your fall patterns in the no, summertime, and then your winter patterns in the fall time. That gives you like a 3-day window for each. If you're, I think that's just based off of what somebody gave me. They were like, you need to be a season ahead. So I'm only wanting to like, I'm trying my best to provide one big pattern a year. Last year I did the Alaskan cruise beanie. I'm thinking of redoing that, and also doing a crochet scarf version of the Alaskan cruise beanie, but kind of like different. So that is on my mind. I have the yarn for that and everything. So I'm thinking that's probably going to be something that I do as well, but we're literally in fall, early winter right now. But I also want to put out my numbers scarf. I don't have a name for it yet, but I'm calling it my numbers scarf, and it's a Tunisian crochet pattern. Okay, my goal is to make one crochet pattern, one Tunisian crochet pattern. That's my goal. So I have them all written down. I just have to kind of finalize them in the bag. I have to literally like just make sure it's legible and like actually write it down and put notes and put pictures and stuff. Same thing with the numbers scarf. I'm thinking that might be actually a collaboration with Stitching with Yarn. I don't have it. I always leave the stinking scarf. It's upstairs in the kitchen area. But it's the pink scarf that I showed. That's Tunisian crochet. That yarn was Berry Speckle OOK by Stitching with Yarn, and I think it's an worsted weight yarn, and so she wants to collaborate on another pattern, or collaborate on a yarn color. And so I'm like, perfect. You have the yarn, I have the pattern. The pattern's already written, but I would have to redo it because I want to have the scarf version, and then I want to have the shawl version of it. In the shawl version, I'm pretty sure I already know what I want to do with it. So it's the same thing, just like different row increases. So that's that. So when I get a hold of that yarn, then I can go ahead and start. But that doesn't mean that I would have to like not start now with a different yarn. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So you guys may see that in one of these vlogs. I might start that probably after I finish this knitting, or even maybe after I finish the Sophie shawl. Cause I think the Sophie, why I keep on calling it the Sophie shawl. Sophie's scarf is literally almost done. I'm like halfway into the decreases at this point. So I'm thinking that's probably what's gonna happen. And that's pretty much it when it comes to me designing stuff. I've been very much more leaning towards the knitting, which like I said, it's a crochet channel, and I feel like I also should have changed it to Cozy Craft Co. There's a lot going through my mind right now, and I'm just like, I need to relax and clear my mind and just woosah. But it's so hard because so many things are happening at the same time, especially towards the end of the year. It's kind of hard to focus in on one or two things. Anyway, that's it. That's all I'm going to say. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I know this is a short one. We're only 20 minutes into this, but it's okay. We're going strong in Vlogmas. I promise you, even if these are boring vlogs, I'm hoping what happens is like people watch them the day after I post them. And they haven't been doing numbers, but you know what? I'm enjoying doing this, and it is what it is. I do think that I might go live this weekend. It really does depend. Or I might go live on Friday. Nope, can't go live Friday because I got stuff to do. That's my life. Anyway, yeah. We'll see. I'll try to go live, even if it's for like 30 minutes or something. I miss going live. It's really fun to talk to you guys like in person. Not really in person because it's through the phone, but like live. You know what I'm saying? Like live. live, you know, because it's alive. Anyway, I'm rambling, and because I don't know what else. I'm actually really hungry too, so I'm gonna go eat. And yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and as always, create something gorgeous. Bye, guys.